How you doing, Aussies? Over this journey over the last, I don't know how many months, I've been introduced to a lot of things I had no idea existed. Cold Chisel, Mount Panorama, Rugby League, State of Origin, Ashes, Drop Bears, and a whole bunch of other stuff. When I hitchhiked across the country here in Canada, I got to know a whole bunch of Australians, even shared a flat with them, all of them amazing people. So I thought I'd do a video on my top 5 favorite Australians. Now, my subscribers don't count because there's no more important Australians to me than you. And I wouldn't number you out anyway. I'm not saying that these are the top 5 greatest Australians, the top 5 most influential Australians, or anything like that. Just my top 5 favorites. I'll bring them up, I'll rank them, I'll tell you why, and then we'll talk about it in the chat. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Paul Hogan. Obviously synonymous with Crocodile Dundee. One of the biggest global hits ever to come out of Australian cinema. Beyond the film itself, though, he's been formally recognized for his impact on Australia's screens industry, including a Lifetime Achievement Award or Honor Award from the AACTA. Comedian, actor, legend, the deliverer of some of the best one-liners in movie history.
That's not a knife. That's a knife. Shit! Just kids having fun.
Funny, rugged, warm, unpretentious. How can you not love this guy?
Tried to put together a show for you tonight that has the pace, excitement and glamour of the ABC weather forecast. What I'm saying to you is you have to come inside my head. There's lots of room.
Why do we want a nation of Paul Hogans?
There's plenty of Hogans out there in the pubs. And I tell you what, they're all right.
George Miller.
Hocus pocus.
How is one brain allowed to do all of this? This guy is one of God's true prototypes. There's only one of them. Director, writer, producer who helped define modern action cinema with Mad Max, and then swerved hard into family films like Babe and Happy Feet. Australian screen institutions describe him as a statesman-level figure in the nation's film culture, and his work is basically proof that Australian storytelling can go global without losing its weird, fearless, sharp edge. Number 3, Chaz Mostert. This is the guy that I picked to be my favorite driver. Watching my first Bathurst, I didn't know anything about anything, but when I saw this guy get out of his car, a trackside breakdown.
If we break in glory on this hallowed land.
This guy goes into the crowd up the hill and cracks a beer and hangs out with some fans. This guy immediately became a legend in my mind. Peter Brock. I figured you have to be beyond legendary status to have part of the track named after you. Rest in Peace, 1945 to 2006, is basically Mount Panorama folklore given a human form. A touring car superstar whose driving talent and larger-than-life presence made him the iconic figure of Aussie motorsport for generations. At Mount Panorama, he set the benchmark with a record 9 wins. And after his death, the race winners began receiving the Peter Brock Trophy. And if you know anything about this track and this race, that should tell you how deeply his name is welded into this sport's history. There's a tie for number 1. Couldn't push either one of them out for the other. So here we go. Number 1. Steve Irwin, 1962 to 2006, rest in peace, was Australia's loudest, happiest ambassador for wildlife conservation and an inspiration to those who want to conserve nature and wildlife around the globe. a zookeeper, a TV presenter who turned fearless animal handling into a global phenomenon, all while pushing a strong message of respect and protection for animals and their habitats.
I've been put on this planet to protect wildlife and wilderness areas, which in essence is going to help humanity. And guess what, Charles? I don't give a rip whose money it is, mate. I'll use it and I'll spend it on buying land. Hey. You're killing me. It's been good times. If the ants flourish, the thorny devils flourish. If there's one thing that I, Steve Irwin, would want to be remembered for, it's be remembered for passion and enthusiasm. Conservation is my job, my life, my whole persona. I'm on top of the world. I get to do the wildest things in the world.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
Just like my daddy.
Just like your daddy.
He helped build what became Australia Zoo into an international conservation brand and left a legacy that still shapes modern wildlife education and fundraising worldwide. I can't think of a better individual to name as my favorite Australian. Here's the tie for number one, and this isn't an honorable mention. This is as serious as it gets for being a favorite of mine. Ahmed Al-Ahmed.
We understand that this gentleman's name is Ahmed Al-Ahmed. He's a 43-year-old married father of two, and he raced in to help. We understand, apparently owns a fruit shop in Sutherland. No experience with guns. He was just walking past.
The Syrian-born man has undergone surgeries to treat gunshot wounds which he suffered during the massacre. He showed extraordinary courage, wresting a gun from a man intent on harm and helping to save lives.
I'll tell you, if there was a walking, talking, worthy recipient of a VC, this guy's it. After the horrible terrorist attacks at Bondi Beach on a Jewish festival and innocent bystanders in December 2025. Videos captured show him charging an armed attacker while unarmed himself, wrestling away his weapon quite deliberately, putting the weapon out of play. An unarmed split-second decision that authorities say helped prevent many further killings. A 43-year-old father of two and a local fruit business owner in Sydney, originally from Syria. He was shot during the intervention, but survived, later describing his focus as simply stopping the gunman from having anyone else to shoot, with people around the world crediting his courage with saving lives. I couldn't leave that guy out. I just couldn't. And being so fresh in the minds of the world, but especially Aussies, putting him anywhere other than number one felt wrong. At the same time, I couldn't put Steve Irwin in any other place either. That's why it's a tie. So I hope you liked my little video on my top 5 favorite Aussies. That might change over the years as I get to know you guys and girls more and more. Let me know what you think. Who are your top 5 favorite Australians, Aussies? I'd really like to know who you guys think, because that's going to broaden my knowledge even more. So, as always, may you all find water and shade. I love you all. Please support the channel with a like and a subscribe. It goes a long way. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.